Hey, good day, folks. Welcome to another episode of Andrew's Life. I wish every last one of you a happy New Year's Eve. Hopefully, your day goes beautiful today. For those of you that drink, remember to do it responsibly because we would hate for anything bad to happen to you. So, anyhow, welcome to Edinburgh, Indiana. Now, Edinburgh, Indiana is a small city that's located about 34 miles south of Indianapolis off of Interstate 65. It is 11 minutes north of Columbus, Indiana. So whatever Edinburgh may not have in terms of amenities, you can just, drive into Columbus. And also, you're not far from Shelbyville or Greenwood. Now, the population here is currently sitting at 4,435 people, and from 2010 to 2020, as of the 2020 census, the city has lost 1% of its population. The population back in 2010 was 4,480 people. And as of the 2010 census, the city has lost 0.6% of its population. So just a little over 0.5% they lost during 2000 to 2010. And Edinburgh has been losing people steadily since the 1980 census. Now, Edinburgh is home of Camp Canterbury, a National Guard training facility. And let's get some housekeeping out of the way, and then I got some other stuff I'm going to share with you guys about this city. Well, it's more or less about what's been going on in this city the last year or so. So if you want to live here, your median rent prices are going to go from $610 to $1320 a month. If you want to be a homeowner, your median home price is $190,000. Now, there's houses for as cheap as $120,000 that you can purchase, but then after that, the prices are going to go well over $200,000 for a house at this point. Now, I will say a lot of the houses out here that are currently for sale are going to sit on a third of an acre or larger. Now, when it comes to crime, the crime in this city is going to be a tad bit higher than many other smaller Indiana cities like this, but it's not bad. Now, your violent crime is 5% above national average, and your property crime is not that great. It's 71% above national average. So clearly there's an issue here with property crime. So if you move out here for any reason, you might want to treat living here like you would treat living in a larger city when it comes to locking your crap up. Make sure your vehicles are locked up at night. Make sure all your doors in your home are locked at night. If you have any valuables outside, make sure you can either chain them down or throw them in a shed and lock your shed. That type of stuff. Now in a little bit here, I will share some of the reviews of Edinburgh. But before I do, first I got a couple of articles here. Now, this article I'm getting ready to read was from This was from Fox 59 News, Indianapolis. So you can always go back to Fox 59 News, Indianapolis, if you want to read the article or listen to the story for yourself. Now this story is from 3 days ago. This story is from 3 days ago. Let me bring it up on my phone here. Okay, here's how it goes. An Edinburgh man was arrested after prosecutors say he tried to SHOOT a police officer during a traffic stop Wednesday night. Joshua A. Burton, 28 years of age, this is a white male. Just so you have a description of what this person looks like, and he's got long hair. But if you choose to do your own due diligence on this matter, you'll see who I'm talking about, and you'll see what I'm talking about. And another source you can go to, which is what I'm reading off of right now, is Daily Journal. So anyhow, Joshua A. Burton of 28 years of age was arrested on felony charges of attempted deletion, intimidation with a deadly weapon, and criminal recklessness with a deadly weapon, along with a misdemeanor charge of pointing a firearm. The Johnson County Prosecutor's Office will determine what charges will be formally filed. Based on statements provided by the Edinburgh police to prosecutors, Burton's vehicle was stopped by an officer for traffic infractions Wednesday night, said Brandon Robinson, the chief deputy prosecutor. The officer conducting the traffic stop said that after he left his vehicle, Burton had already exited and was allegedly running at him with a firearm described as an AR-style rifle. Man, that boy wasn't playing no games. When the officer went for cover, he saw Burton drop the firearm to his waist to clear it due to malfunction. Officer then apprehended Burton. Robinson said. Okay. Officer later discovered that the primer of the round ejected from the firearm appeared to have been struck by the gun's firing pin, Robinson said. Burton is currently held at the Johnson County Jail, where his bond was set at $45,500 as of noon on Thursday, and we're talking this past week, just so you guys know. The investigation into the incident is ongoing. A charging decision by prosecutor is expected to be made next week, Robinson said. Edinburgh police referred questions on the incident to the prosecutor's office. Police Chief D. Little later said the agency had reviewed body camera footage of the incident. The officers on scene did an excellent job using their training to deal with a potential deadly force situation and end it without any injury to anyone involved. Hey, the man that got arrested, I would say he got extremely lucky that he wasn't somebody else. Because if he would have been somebody else, he would probably be in a pine box. I'm just saying. But, anyways, that's one of the stories. Let's see, there's another story. Now, this is another story from April of this past year. Okay, suspect arrested in deadly deletion. Well, you know what I mean. This is YouTube, so I gotta watch my wording. Suspect arrested in deletion of Greenwood teen in Edinburgh. A teenager boy from Greenwood is deleted, and a 20-year-old suspect is in Johnson County Jail, accused of deleting him Saturday in Edinburgh. Police said 14-year-old Jonathan Elliott was deleted after he was shot, and confirmed that 20-year-old Pedro Castello I'm not even going to try to pronounce the last name, was arrested for reckless homicide Saturday night shortly after the shooting occurred. According to Chief D. Little, Edinburgh police responded to a person shot in the 600 block of South Pleasant Street, near South E Drive, around 8 p.m. and found Elliott with a bullet in his chest. No, we didn't say bullet. It's a gunshot. I'm sorry. He was taken by Raleigh Hospital in Indianapolis, where he was pronounced deceased. Chief Little said that CS, that's the suspect. I'm not going to try to pronounce his entire name because I'm going to butcher the hell out of it, had left the scene of the shooting but was taken into custody without incident. He has not been formally charged. Police said they had no known motives of the deletion. Chief Little said there were no other suspects. Now there is an update of the story, however, and I did read it a little earlier before I began this video. So let me see if I can find it. All right, the guy the 20-year-old who I was talking about that did the deletion of the 14-year-old. I'm gonna make it brief here. Obviously, he was found guilty of the crime, and he only has to serve 5 years in prison for this incident. So yeah, he was found guilty. He's at the time of the crime, he was 20 years old. And according to my research, he only has to serve 5 years in prison. So I would say this individual got a slap on the wrist for what he did. I mean, the update was on the 6th of October of 2023. I'm looking for, I'm looking for other pieces of evidence here. See if to corroborate what I just read. Because I can't believe that that man only got 5 years after deleting somebody. That's just crazy. Yeah, that's what it looks like. Looks like the man who did the deletion only got 5 years in prison. I mean, he should have got way more. I mean, I'm a believer that when you intentionally take a person's life, then you deserve to have your life took. But that's me. I felt that man should have got a lot longer than just 5 years. And I'm pretty sure the family's pretty pissed off about that, assuming that I read everything correctly in that case. And again, you can go to Fox 59 News and look at the story for yourself if you desire. Now I'm going to go to the reviews. Alright folks, I got some reviews for you people. Now, again, I'm on Niche. Now 13 people reviewed Edinburgh. One person said it. One person rates this city a 5-star, which is excellent. 6 people rate it very good. 3 people rate it average. 2 people rate it poor. And 1 person rates the city terrible. So let's see what some of these people got to say. We're going to start from the top as typical. Now the 1 person that rated this city as excellent. Now this review is from January of 2018. Now this person calls it Edinburgh is fantastic. I'm assuming he calls it Edinburgh because of how close it is to Kentucky, given that it's in southern Indiana. Great school system, and the police force is definitely not dirty. If you have never been, then you should really visit this amazing place. Okay. Now we're going to jump down to very good. Edinburgh is a good middle ground between Columbus and Shelbyville. The mall and surrounding area provides a lot of job opportunities for young people. Now this review is from 17 days ago, so it's fairly recent. Now another 4-star review, which is from February 2019. I love the small town feeling and how close the people who live in this town are. The school is amazing in their education, and the teachers make a connection with students. The only downside is there is a little bit of a drug issue. Well, as I've said before on this channel, and I'll say it again, I don't give a damn where you go, there's going to always be some element of drug issues. Even in your upscale suburbs, there's going to be drug issues, except in the suburbs, since people in those communities got money, they can pay a little hush-hush money and hide what's really going on. I'll leave it right there. So let's keep going. Okay, we're going down to average. This is from July of 2021. Edinburgh is a small town, which means that everyone knows each other. There is a better sense of community in Edinburgh compared to larger towns. Along with any other town, there are drugs and rough crowds. However, there are also great people who can often become lifelong friends. You just have to choose your own path. Okay, that's logical. Here's another one that's average from September of 2020. Edinburgh is a nice area to live in and has a lot of job opportunities. It's very close to Indianapolis and other surrounding cities. Personally, it does not feel like a forever place for me, but growing up here was pretty nice. Okay, moving down to people that rated this city poor. The first one, now there's two of them. Now these are older. These are from 2015. So as I read these, just bear in mind these are old. They're from 2015. The first one is the town park was nice when I was younger, but the town really let it go downhill. Now the second one, also from 2015, this area has quite a few jobs if you are looking to be a waitress or work retail, but actual career jobs are few and far between. And obviously, Edinburgh is a small city, so if you want jobs that pay higher, if you're the type that works in corporate America, obviously you're going to have to drive up into Indianapolis for those type of opportunities. So let's keep going. One person gave this city a terrible rating. This is an older review. This is from April 2015. I live in Indiana and the weather is terrible. One day it may be sunny, the next day it could be snowing. One never knows. Okay, that sounds a lot like Indiana weather, but it is what it is. Alright folks, now me personally, I don't think this area is a bad area. I mean, obviously I drove around this area to record the video, and I did take a little walk in a couple of different places in this area. And now obviously I'm not from the area, so I'm not gonna sit here and act like I know everything about the area, because I don't. But just off of my observation, I don't think this is a bad little place to live. It's close to Indianapolis. And when it comes to the climate, I mean, yeah, it's Indiana, so you're going to get crappy weather this time of the year. But it's not going to be quite as crappy as weather in northern Indiana. So hopefully you guys got something out of my commentary. And like I said, I don't think this would be a bad place for somebody to live. It seems like a quiet, relatively low-key place. I mean, you're not far from Indianapolis and not far from Franklin. I mean, you're close to Columbus and Shelbyville and Greenwood. So, on that note, stay blessed and have a wonderful New Year's Eve. And I will catch you guys on the next one. I forgot to give you guys the demographics of the city. You got 85.2% white, 3.4% black, and 9.8% Hispanic. All right, folks, stay blessed, and I'll catch you on the next one.